Brazil has left it late in the 83rd minute. It had to be Casemiro with his very outstanding finish into the lower right bottom corner, and that's what really made Brazil win this game of Switzerland in a very fashionable way. Brazil dominated everything. They had a lion's share of the possession. They had classic players, but obviously one thing we shouldn't really not forget to talk about is Neymar. Neymar is really a very good player. He's out of the Brazilian team, and you see to it that in the final third, Brazil has been struggling, not until the brilliancy of Rodrigo and obviously a player who goes by Vinicius Jr., who combined to get that ball to Casemiro, and Casemiro went in for a very good shot that really saw him score a goal into the back of the net. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokan David. Smash the like button, comment and share. Brazil has gone ahead to win its second game in its group, and they are topping it with 6 points. Remember, Cameroon came in through in the morning, all morning, all afternoon. They drew with Serbia 3-3. Remember, Brazil beat Serbia by 2-1. But let's talk about the man of the moment. And obviously, it had to be Casemiro to come in and really let them and put them into the driving seat. And these are really signals of a team that is going to go ahead and really win the World Cup. When a team is going to go out and win the World Cup, these are signals that really come in through. Any player can come in and really save Brazil. In the first game, it was Richarlison who scored a brace. This time round, it never needed Richarlison to come out and really save Brazil, because he looked like he was really having nothing to do on the field of play. I had a friend of mine who came out and told me that Richarlison is really doing good and disturbing. I told him there is no disturbing he's doing to these players, because I've not seen a Kanji being led to go on and really do hard stuff. The only player that really made a Kanji to commit and really do hard stuff was a man who goes by the names of Vinicius Jr. But Richarlison, he was even taken off because the manager thought that he never really had a lot to do in the game of football. And now, this goal has to go on to be credited to a man that most of you are not going to come out and give him his flowers. That is Gabriel Jesus. All this happens because of Gabriel Jesus being in position to be able to make good movement. The movement of Gabriel Jesus is really great to an extent that it helps the people around him get involved and find spaces. When Richarlison was on, Brazil couldn't find spaces like the one Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo found for Casemiro to find that shot. That's it. But whenever Jesus comes in through, there are lots of spaces that are created because of his movement. He drifts to the left, right, and center, and that's what makes him a very good player. And obviously comes in and really does the needful side, which goes by names of Brazil. But obviously Casemiro went into the celebration and Vinicius Jr. was behind him, but Vinicius Jr. is another force to reckon with if at all you're going to go on and believe in Brazil winning this World Cup. In the first game they played, he was responsible for the 2 goals they scored against Serbia, and today he had a hand in this goal that Brazil scored that was not nullified, because the first one was nullified by the VAR, and they accused Richarlison of being offside, and obviously he was, because they really had to do a replay, and obviously Richarlison came from the offside position to meet that ball to go on and really stop the likes of Switzerland from really getting hold of it. Now, Vinicius Jr. was also responsible for a goal that Casemiro scored today. However, much the assist is going to Rodrigo, but the brilliant play of Vinicius Jr. from the deeper side of the 18-yard box area to find Rodrigo, who goes with a flick that finds Casemiro, and Casemiro does nothing else apart from hitting that ball. It's like a volley. It's like something like a volley, and obviously it goes back in the net to make it 1-0 for Brazil to win this game of football. And obviously Vinicius Jr. in the 63rd minute went in for that effort. He scored that goal. He went into a celebration, and his celebrations were cut short by the VAR because they had to review it, and Richarlison came in from offside position, and that really made it hard for a team which goes by Brazil to go ahead by 1-0 in the 63rd minute. So Brazil is really looking a very good team, and they're on top of the table and they're really doing great stuff. But let's talk about the coach, Tite. Tite is really a very good manager, and I believe today he has gotten all his tabs right. Why? When you're not having Neymar, you need players that are really going to go on and really commit a lot into the final third area of the opponent, because Neymar himself does a lot and sends a team into triumph every time he's on the field of play. If I told you watch that game of Serbia, he is responsible for both goals. especially the first one that really breaks the dreadlock, because Serbia was playing a low block and they were making it hard for Brazil to go on and score a goal. And obviously Neymar did his magic and obviously found a ball for Vinicius Jr. and Vinicius Jr. curled it. Keeper fisted it out. It found Richarlison, and Richarlison really hit the back of the net to make it 1-0. And today, he was missed, but I believe the manager is getting a different plan without Neymar. The good thing is that they are now through to the round of 16, and Neymar is expected to return at the round of 16. So, Brazil is really having lots of players. But Freddy today came in and played in the double pivot with Casemiro, and then Freddy was taken off, and Bruno Guimaraes was brought on to play into that position. Now, Brazil looked a more comfortable side when Guimaraes came on through, Antony came on through, and the player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. When those three came on through, Brazil started to go on and really play those 1-2s, beautiful passes. The sequences and patterns were really so much fluid compared to those that they were when Richarlison was on the field of play and Freddy. I believe Guimaraes is a better player than Freddy Rodriguez of Manchester United, and however much Rafinha is being rated highly, but I believe Antony offers more on the pitch, especially committing himself to the opponents than Rafinha, because Rafinha is wasteful. You saw him in the first game. He had 3 chances, 2 keeper to beats. He missed out. I don't believe if at all Antony would have gotten those chances, he wouldn't have netted any of those in the back of them. Even today when he came on through, you saw him. He was really a player that made a very fundamental change into that game of football. But kudos to Casemiro, and I think now the debate is over. I told people that Casemiro is the best central defensive midfielder in the world, and people were accusing me that Rokani David, just because you're supporting Manchester United, that's why you're coming in through and hailing Casemiro. But that's what Casemiro gets you. Every time you need him, he has to come out and respond. And obviously, Brazil needed him today. He came out, he resurfaced in a very colorful way with that fantastic finish, and I believe he's the man of the match, obviously, for this game of football. The substitutes of Switzerland were really great, because the manager wanted to come out and really win this game of football in a very pragmatic way. Sit back, after sitting back, do the needful and hit the team on the break. I hate it that way when a team comes in through to try to win in a pragmatic way. Winning pragmatically is bad for me, because we don't enjoy the game of football. We want to see to open sides like Germany and Spain did yesterday, to see to it that we enjoy the game of football. And that's why I like to see managers that are really good at playing the game of football, because it's like a game of chess. In the game of chess, there is no way to hide. The more you hide, the more the best player will go on and really win the game of football. But if at all you keep your tabs at the same level and cancelling yourselves out, then the best thinker wins the game. And today Brazil has won the game because they had the best players on the field of play. They had the majority of the possession. They are brilliant. When you look at Switzerland, its stats are even really so much alarming. If I told you look at them, let me even show you the stats and know that this side was really programmatic to an extent that they never had a shot on target. And for the second time in a row, Brazil has won a game, kept a clean sheet, and obviously not registered a shot on target from their opponents. They've not conceded a shot on target. It shows you how good their defense is, but even how much timid their opponents are. Brazil had 13 shots, Switzerland had 6, 5 shots on target for Brazil, 0 shots on target for a team which goes by the name of Switzerland. 54% possession by Brazil, 46% by Switzerland, 550 passes completed by Brazil. Switzerland completed 480 passes, 87% passing accuracy for Brazil, 83% passing accuracy for Switzerland. 10 fouls committed by Brazil, 17 committed by Switzerland. 1 yellow card to both teams, 0 red cards to both teams, 3 offsides to Brazil, and obviously 1 to Switzerland. 8 corners by Brazil, 3 corners by Switzerland, and that's how Switzerland was on the day. No shot on target registered. Does it come out and portray how good the central defense partnership of Marquinhos and Thiago Silva is? Yeah, I think it is. And with Casemiro playing in front of that back four and acting as a shield, obviously you expect a team that is going to break down Brazil to be really having great stuff and a great plan to break them down. And I believe they are playing a high line. The only way you can beat them is when you go for that ball over the top. And I can't wait to see Brazil playing teams like France. I believe Kylian Mbappe can give Marquinhos and Neymar a test of what they call a game of football to go on and really show us, can they defend? Because right now Brazil looks like they are solid. 2 games, no goal conceded, and that is a form of a trophy winning team. Remember, in the World Cup, the more you don't concede very many goals and you win your games, you have a chance to go on and win. And Sir Alex Ferguson always told us that goals win matches, but clean sheets win trophies. So if at all you keep a clean sheet, obviously you have a mandate to go on and win the trophy. When you look at the table, Brazil has played 2 games. They've scored 3 goals, 6 points, a goal difference of 3. Switzerland has 2 games played, 3 points, and obviously 1 loss, with a goal difference of 0. Cameroon has 1 point, 2 games played. They lost 1 and drew 1. Serbia lost 1 and drew 1 with Cameroon. They are on the bottom of the table. Now, the last game is going to be between Brazil and Cameroon, Serbia and Switzerland. I believe Switzerland is going to find itself through, because I believe they just want a draw from a game of a team which goes by names of Serbia. But Cameroon, it's really a very, very hard task ahead of them to go on and face a team which goes by the names of Brazil. My man of the match is going to be Casemiro, and obviously I believe the referee did a very wonderful job. And by the way, on the general perspective of the World Cup, I'm accrediting the referees. I like the way they don't give out fouls easily. It's not like the Premier League. We've seen stupid penalties being given to teams that are not being given in the World Cup. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. What's your reaction on Brazil 1, Switzerland 0? And obviously go into the comment section and tell what you think about the result. I sign out for now. See you later, and may the Almighty Lord protect you abundantly. See you later. I believe I'm coming back with the story of Arsenal, but the next game is Portugal versus Uruguay, and obviously when that game is done, we are going to come back with the match reaction immediately, because this is what we promised to do for you guys. Thank you for subscribing. We are left with just, is it 34, 35 subscribers to hit 8,000 subscribers on this channel. So guys, do the needful and subscribe. I'm out.